Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm the FONZ4. If you like my channel, please subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we can join my community. So, for this death battle here, we have a death battle between Skyrim versus Dark Souls, the Chosen Undead versus the Dragonborn. Now, for this death battle, I've played Dark Souls, but I'm not really too lore heavy. I just play the gameplay mechanics. Same thing for Dragonborn. I do like these types of video games, like games like Skyrim based more than Dark Souls based. However, I do like the gameplay mechanics of Jedi Order, Fallen Order, and Jedi Survivor. So I do enjoy both games for more Skyrim for its open world base and more Skyrim for Dark Souls for its combat. So I do have a little bit of knowledge about each one of these games. Now, as far as who I think would win, I think if they use some of the time manipulation and the cosmic abilities that are more on the ridiculous side of Dragonborn, then I do believe that the Dragonborn might have the win for this one. But there is there are some parts of the lore from Chosen Undead that if they do take that Death Battle does take them from face value, then I do think that the Chosen Undead will be immune to the Dragonborn's more OP abilities and be immune to it, like the Holy Sword, which takes down undead. It depends on how specifically you want to go into it and if it can kill him. Because Dragonborn has a sword that can kill undead, and Chosen Undead is technically undead. But he does have some buffs, but Chosen Undead does have some buffs that nullifies magic. So it all depends on how those things play out since the Dragonborn has pretty much track of all trades. And based on the previews and stuff, it seems like they are giving them their entire arsenal, which is good. They should give them the entire arsenal to make this fight more fair and balanced. But that's just my opening thoughts of what I think, how I think the battle's gonna go down. I do believe that if the Dragonborn's undead sword that can kill undead people, if it does have the possibilities of killing the chosen undead, I think Dragonborn is gonna win. Even if you and also if they incorporate the dimension destroying arrows that can shoot out the sun, then yeah, then Dragonborn's got the speed advantage. But if they give the chosen undead his magic nullification and other protection defense abilities that come with the armors and stuff, then I think chosen undead is gonna win. But that's just my opening thoughts, so let's get into this death battle. Oh, as a reminder too, if you like this video, please support the official release. Links in the description for Death Battle. Play. Sponsorship.
That's right, our Brandon Yates.
Brandon Yates. Oh, he's the one who did these Trunks versus Silver scores and some of the scores for Death Battle.
The Chosen Undead. The accursed
Chosen
God
Undead.
Dark
Souls.
The dragon slaying
The similarities between these two is that they're prisoners turned heroes of dark medieval video games.
Down the very gods themselves and devoured their friggin' souls because these two lack specific canon arsenals and movesets due to being role-playing protagonists. For this death battle, we're giving them everything they have and maxing out all of their stats, which is totally possible in game if you're willing to grind. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Yeah, I figured as much. They were gonna go with giving them everything since they're RPG video games. You can get all the abilities if you grind them out. So it is fair to give them their all ability. Yep. Chosen Undead's first.
Everyone would like nothing more than to lay down and die. Too bad for
yeah,
them.
both of these are
That's
dark
the one thing
fantasies,
they couldn't do.
which makes these games so popular because the dark fantasy aspect of them kind of reminds me of the Wild Hunt, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, which is my favorite game of all time. Yes, the chosen hero of the world. That will change the world.
Asylum, all it took was an assist from an unlucky knight and a giant raven before one unlikely hero was ready
We got
to
the back
claw their way
ageless
to their
prisoner.
progenitors'
Yep.
homeland.
Patches easy mode. Yeah, there's no mode in Dark Souls. You play it for what it is. Yeah, they can easily resurrect, but they said if you die in Death Battle, that's only
Undead
That's
are
all.
unnaturally resilient.
That's
able to
pretty much
survive
it. You
being
die
impaled
once.
through the chest. They've been chewed, eaten, and digested by what I
Yeah.
can only describe as a toilet demon. And they can have their souls
Resurrection,
torn from their very
immortality,
body,
soul
because undead
absorption,
humans don't need
miracles,
their souls to survive.
sorceries, time and
Just pop some
dimensional
of that
travel.
spicy Sunny D and they're good to go.
Oh, so he
If
does have
anything,
time
it seems
time
like they
manipulation
get off
abilities.
to it.
Okay, so he's got something
And
that can
speaking of souls,
he got
they can
something that
absorb
can
the souls
counter
of their
the
fallen
Dragonborn's
enemies to
time
increase their
manipulation
power.
ability too.
They're a master with swords, hammers, spears, axes,
Yep.
bows, you name it.
The more
And
swords
that's
you gain,
without
you
any
can
formal training.
increase the
With the right
abilities and
stats
unlock more
setup,
stuff.
They can be anything from a cartwheeling assassin to a dragon-smashing tank.
To the giantest
These
of
games are
jazz.
so difficult
And
to play,
despite the
though. This is
serious
why it's hard to
godlike
get
themes
through
of the
them.
series, these weapons can get anime as hell. Smo's great hammer is a ginormous mallet the size of a sedan.
Based on its size and
Yep,
likely
he's
bronze
got all the
composition,
weapon.
it'd have to weigh
Humanity
over
is his
100
arsenal.
tons. A lot like Goff's great bow, which can shoot pillar-sized
yeah.
arrows and one-shot dragons
Great
out of the
school.
sky.
Or my favorite, the Moonlight Greatsword, produced from the ass
Yep.
of the albino dragon and founder of
Yep,
sorcery,
yep.
Seath the
Moonlight
Scaleless.
Greatsword.
This baby's a universe-hopping
Okay.
anomaly that can fire powerful sword
God,
beams
that's the
and just-
prettiest boss
God,
ever
just
in the
looks
game.
So cool.
The chosen undead has learned magic from the greatest practitioners. in
I
the
noticed
world.
this
They
game,
create
this
shockwaves,
sword's
form
always
defensive
been in
barriers,
other
reflect
games I've
damage,
noticed. That
walls
Pacific
of
sword,
flame,
even in
control
animes,
minds,
I've seen
fire
that
magical
type of
crystal
sword.
Spears turn invisible and toss bolts of sunlight
Yep.
strong enough to peel the stone
Yep.
scales off of mortal
Yep.
dragons.
So their pool of magic is pretty limited. So if it comes down to
Yep.
it, they can shut off all magic in the vicinity with the miracle Vow of Silence.
Preventing anyone from speaking any spells aloud, including themselves. With this incredible arsenal and judicious attention paid to the stamina bar, the chosen
So it
undead
is
is
speaking.
rolling their
Then
way
it can
to
shut
victory.
off
A
the
roll
Dragon
so
Boar's
powerful, it bends
voice
the laws of
ability.
space and warps them through attacks like they weren't even there. Sometimes it doesn't work.
that uncanny
That's
rolling.
just a game mechanic, but great to use when you're panicking.
They created Ito, the god of death, the bed of chaos, the mother of all demon kind, and Calamite, the strongest surviving ancient dragon.
One
That
thing
was
about
when
Dark
the
Souls,
chosen
they have
undead
the
was
best
dragged back
boss
in time
battles
to face
ever.
the fallen knight
Their boss
Artorias,
animations,
the greatest
artistic
warrior
work
in
for
history.
all these
And
bosses
not only
are
defeat him, but accomplish the greatest feat attributed to Artorias'
Uh.
legend, the destruction of Manus, the father of the abyss that threatened to consume the world.
They've even beaten other chosen
What?
undead from alternate worlds, like the best
What?
buddy in all
A
gaming,
world beater.
Solaire. Praise the sun, bro! And soon they were approached by these two slithery freaks. One said to link the fire, and the other said to let it die out, which totally makes sense. Which
What?
can explain it.
Don't look at me. Dark Souls lore is as notoriously convoluted as the flow of its time stream,
What?
which is why we have a true expert in the realms of nerdom to explain it.
Yeah,
for us.
it's
Oh, Jocelyn.
You
it's
wouldn't believe
very
how many
hard
item
to
descriptions, forum posts,
hard to
and
understand
moody
Dark Souls lore.
2013 lore videos I had to watch through for this. It's story
Yeah.
time, kids.
The only way to
In
understand the lore of
beginning,
Elden
the world
Rolls, you
was
gotta look for it.
unformed and static. Then suddenly, the first flame burst to life, and with it,
That's
the
why there's not
concepts
much
of
of a
heat
storm
and
for
cold,
it,
life
unless you
and
look
death,
for it
energy and
outside
time,
of the game.
light and dark.
Sounds like a mythological Big Bang.
The gods were granted immensely powerful souls from the first flame, but their greatest fear was the soul possessed collectively by the race known as humanity, the Dark Soul. The Skyfather Gwyn feared humanity's immortality, and so sealed their dark souls within them. But as humanity reproduced, the Dark Soul collectively grew, and the first
Damn.
flame waned. Turns out humans were naturally undying, or, according to the gods' propaganda, undead.
Gasp! It's all a
What?
conspiracy. The undead curse was a lie.
Linking the fire means
What?
using your very soul as fuel to keep the first flame burning.
Wait, so it's a
If an undead
natural?
champion believes their immortality is a curse,
What?
they'll
So
do
the
anything
humans
to
in this
prevent
world
it,
are actually
including burning
undead?
fragments of the dark soul to keep the age of the gods going.
So you're a pawn in a game played by decrepit gods desperately clinging to power.
What?
Well, that's a huge bummer.
They might look like a depressed California raisin, but in order to link the flame,
What?
their soul needs to be strong enough to maintain
That's
the
fucked
whole
up.
universe and the flow of time for another 1,000 years.
Other similarly powerful undead across time are swift enough to dodge lightning and even light itself.
What?
Based on their dodge compared to this beam and the time it took to reach them, they'd be reacting and moving at over 20% the
That's
speed of
fucked
light.
up.
At the end of their quest, they faced down and defeated
So
Gwyn,
he
the
has
Lord
the
of Cinder,
universe?
Long Hollow followed from linking the flame 1,000 years ago. So, which will you choose?
Oh my God.
Link the fire and prolong the current age,
Jocelyn
or let
is
it
reading a
fade
story.
until only dark remains.
This is the biggest bummer of them all. Truth is, it never
What?
matters. The cycle just continues age after age, with new heroes replacing the old ones, until the chosen undead was long forgotten.
Until the infinite march of time ground the world to ash. It was never
What?
about the happy ending. It didn't exist. It was about the struggle to get there. That's ultimately what gives us meaning.
Jesus Christ. So the gods, so it was never a curse. It was just naturally born that their humans were naturally undead and can never die. Good God, and they made it that way, say, for a true game? Jesus Christ, that is dark. And again, that's why I call it Dark Souls. Freak. I did not know that Dark Souls lore was this. Jesus, because there's like I've told y'all, there is no like lore specifically explained in the Dark Souls universe. You have to kind of look for it through Reddits and stuff like that. And regular gamers like me, who just play for the combat, don't know all this stuff. So yeah, so learning about this, I appreciate DeathBattle for doing their research. Thank you, I appreciate it. That's nice.
This episode of DeathBattle is sponsored by Brandon.
It's the first time that they did a sponsorship with their own stuff. Oh, so he did the.
Brandon is one of the composers behind DeathBattle, bringing us the incredible, show-stopping songs you know and love. Seriously, we love this guy.
Really?
Hollow Dreams, Princes of Pride, Hedge of Tomorrow, and some of our all-time greats. In fact, he composed the track for this very episode.
Damn, Brandon Yates has got some bangers.
And enjoyed more of his
Princes of Pride was absolutely awesome.
Following him on Spotify.
Ever had a matchup you just want to see on the show and you just wish you had the music track for it?
Well, fans of DeathBattle have been loving Brandon's music for years, all commissioned by fans like you.
We're talking hundreds of commissioned songs, all for hypothetical episodes of DeathBattle.
Everything from hard rock to jazzy to electronic to orchestral choirs.
And because Brandon is literally one of the main composers
Oh,
of this
so
show,
he is a
every
main
track he makes sounds
composer.
straight out of DeathBattle itself.
Well, that's impressive.
Love the music from DeathBattle? Then don't wait. Subscribe to Brandon Yates' YouTube and follow him on Spotify right away.
Oh, they do have their own composer. I thought it was just one they paid for the episode. Nice job. Brandon's got some fire music because DeathBattle's track has been the best it's ever been. All right, let's get to Skyrim.
Marvel at the beauty of Blackreach. Hey, what's that in the sky?
Yeah, Skyrim mods were crazy, especially the fire-breathing Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, once this game came online, once Skyrim came online, it was mods were just crazy. I think this was the game of when modding blew up on. Skyrim was the game where modding came in. Yep. Dragons were one of the rare games where dragons were a rare thing.
Then absorbed its freaking soul.
You're an ID. Born with the soul of a dragon.
Blood and soul of a dragon in the body of a Nord.
Limitless customization. World. Who you know the king? Dragonborn. You are the jack of all trade, expert in swords, bows, thieving, magic. You got all the traits. The Dark Brotherhood. Ah, yes. Another dragon hair and a werewolf, and you can become a werewolf too. And just like Dark Souls, the sense of lore again. But actually, with this one, you can actually play the game to know what the lore is, which is why Skyrim is so popular. That and The Witcher 3.
They can put their skills to good use.
One thing I do love is like the animation, the kill animations. Yes, the special weapon.
They're basically crazy powerful gods from the plane of existence called Oblivion. From that wascally wabbit Sheogorath, the Dragonborn received the Wabbajack, a staff that casts
Yeah,
a
but that
completely
staff
random
has a
spell
bunch
on
of
its
random
target,
effects
from
on
disintegrating
it.
them to
It can either
healing
be a
them to turning them
chicken,
into a
healing,
chicken.
or obliteration.
From Meridia, they received the Dawnbreaker,
Ah,
a holy
the
sword made for burning the
Dawnbreaker.
undead to ash. That's similar to Oriel's bow, which can shoot fiery arrows that can blot out the sun. To cover the distance
Now, are
between
they
the
gonna
Earth and
bring
the
up the
sun in about 2
dimensional
seconds,
thing?
the
The
arrow
other
would have to be moving
dimension
at
of
over
the sun?
250
Or they...
times the speed of light.
Geez, yeah.
Except this isn't Earth and the sun. This is the
Oh,
planet
yes,
Earth,
they
and
are
that's
bringing it in.
madness.
I've
According
heard
to the
about
Elder
this.
Scrolls lore
Some of
master
my
Michael
friends mentioned
Kirkbride
this
and
about
his
Skyrim.
in-universe text cosmology,
But I didn't know if
when
it
you
was
look
real
up
or
at the
not, that
sun,
it was
you're
actually
actually looking
another
into a
dimension.
of pure magic. Confused yet? I am.
Exact measurements here are difficult to make, but if anything, the distance
Ah,
should be much
so it is
greater.
Bond-like.
Speaking of magic bullshit, the Dragonborn can heal themselves,
Wars.
cast wards and destructive
Yep.
elemental spells, control minds,
Ah.
conjure weapons, and summon lesser Daedra to help them out
Yep.
to scrap.
They're an especially powerful mage because their mana recovers itself automatically over time. They'll never truly run out of firepower.
Yeah, this
but
is
as a
interesting.
Dovahkiin, the ability they're most famous for is the
Lugar!
Thulu, shout. By speaking
Akabai.
the words of the dragon language, they can manifest their will into reality.
Like with the classic Who's Roda? An unrelenting force which can knock
Yeah, it's
your
kinda like a
neighbors
force
into
push.
next week. Or Soul Tear, which removes the soul from your enemy's body and stores it in a cute gem, like so. Free my soul! Wait, why didn't anything? Oh.
Suck your soul.
Student loans, man. Something had to cover the down payment. With these shouts,
Hey,
the Dragonborn
so
can summon
Wiz used it on
country-spanning
his
storms,
student
slow down
loans?
time,
Jesus.
And even call upon a dragon for help. Odahviing.
Oh,
Dragons
yeah,
may
you can
look like scaly
fly on
reptiles, but
dragons.
In reality, they're immortal demigods older than time itself. They're the
I haven't
children
played
of the chief
Skyrim in a
god
long
of
time,
Tamriel's
so
pantheon.
The
I'm a little
Dragonborn
rusty.
is an unstoppable force of nature. If they happen to take any damage, they can just drink a potion or nosh on a cheese
Yep,
wheel.
eat
and
a
be
bunch
good
of
as new.
cheese,
And
healing
they can
items,
carry
and
up
heal
to
up.
150 cheeses at once. My dream.
Yep.
Assuming these abnormally
Classic
large cheese
healing.
wheels have an average weight of 70 pounds, we can determine
Yep.
that the Dragonborn can carry up to 10,500 pounds of cheese.
And that makes sense, considering they can match muscles with giants who are so strong they can shatter the game's spaghetti coat to pieces.
The last Dragonborn has battled the vampire Lord
Yeah.
Harkon, ended Skyrim's civil war,
I
and
love
defeated
games
the
like
first
this.
Dragonborn, Miraak.
And according to the book, The Guardian and the Traitor, Miraak was powerful enough to tear apart the island of Solstheim from Skyrim's mainland.
By comparing the size of various countries on Tamriel's map, we can determine that Solstheim is a landmass nearly 1,500 miles in diameter. In order to move that much land over the course of their fight, Miraak's magical prowess must have output an energy over 300 teratons of TNT.
That's 3 times the impact of the
Teratons.
asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Not too crazy when shouts
Dang.
can get strong enough to shake the world itself.
It wasn't
Jesus.
long before the Dragonborn confronted
I
Alduin
remember
and
this.
North Heaven and put an end to the World Eater once and for all.
The epithet is literal. By absorbing the souls in Skyrim's afterlife, Alduin was
Jesus.
powerful enough to devour everything. Not just the planet
Good
Nirn,
God, you're a
but the
planet
Kalpa,
buster?
The entire timeline, past, present, and future.
That's the level of unimaginable
What?
power the Dragonborn is dealing with here.
Tamriel is no stranger to great heroes across its vast, sprawling history. The
What?
Nerevarine, the hero of
They can
Kavash,
break
all
space and
magnificent in
time?
their own right.
But when you heard
I did
that
not know
shout
you were
back
this
from the
powerful.
mountains And the death throes of a dragon
Why do I
defeated,
not remember any of this?
It could only be the Dovahkiin.
Drow.
Dovahkiin,
The
Dovahkiin.
Dovahkiin. Udon. I did not know that they were this powerful. My mind would literally...
I signed up for a DeathBattle
I thought
YouTube membership
they were
by clicking the join
literally
button on any
around
DeathBattle video
clan
or the
level
YouTube
stuff.
channel. You can pick from
I did
3
not know
different
that
tiers
these
full of
guys were
extra
this
goodies.
powerful.
Base form
I knew
champions
that
get
they
special
were like
badges,
country
emojis,
level,
live chats, and the
but I didn't
DeathBattle
know if you go
Discord.
deep
Right,
into the
you go at
lore of
planet level, you can watch
Skyrim
all
and
sorts of exclusive
Dark
videos
Souls
and see
that
DeathBattle
there were
before anyone
literally
else.
Then there's Galaxy level,
Planet
which nets you
level.
all of that,
Good
a whole
God.
Rooster Teeth first membership,
crazy.
and the power of ultimate
Crazy.
Can't
destruction.
confirm or
I
deny that
did not
last
know
part,
it
but it
was
sure sounds impressive.
What
that
are you waiting for?
extensive.
Join now to
So this
become
is
a
shocking
champion.
for me. Yeah, but right now, it's just an ads right now. Okay. So as far as who I think is going to win, I do think that the because right now they're doing their promotional thing. I do believe that, yeah, the Dovahkiin's possibly going to win this fight, but that whole blocking magic thing, that whole blocking magic ability, and keeping it silent might hurt him. But I do think that the base abilities alone for the Dovahkiin will hurt him, and that sword that can kill undead beings might be a problem. Now, as far as stats go, I do think that as far as those stats go, I think Dovahkiin might have it, but both universe blowing, planet blowing up beings, Jesus. This one's gonna be a close one. That anti-magic spell, that's just, can it turn off the Dovahkiin's voice? It seems like it can from the sounds of going off what they're saying. So, okay, base stats though, I think the Dovahkiin has got this, but I think there might be a slight chance that Chosen Undead is going to win. Now, who I'm rooting for, um, I have more of a connection because of the shouts to Skyrim, but I play Dark Souls, so I think Dovahkiin's gonna win, but I'm rooting for Chosen Undead. That's what I'll go for, because I play Dark Souls, and I haven't played Skyrim in a long, long time. So yeah, I am rooting for Chosen Undead, going for the Dovahkiin, Udar, the Dragonborn. And let's get back into it. And play.
Go and stop this
Here
fool.
we go. We got it off with the Dovahkiin showing up.
The age of humans to ashes.
Yep.
The ancients
Yeah, I've
of
watched
Dark
the
would
sneak
do
peek
anything
on
to
Death
snuff
Battle
out
Cast,
light.
just to begin with.
Save us.
Chosen
Chosen
Undead. Udar! Ooh, this is nice. We got 3D Death Battle. Ooh, I like this track. Ooh. Dovahkiin getting. Ooh. Dodge. That uncanny rolling. Oh, he's got the hammer. Ooh, this is nice, and I love the medieval soundtrack. This soundtrack is fantastic. Ooh. Yep. Oh, the massive error. Oh my god! The soundtrack is, oh my god, it's godlike. Got his soul stolen, but he doesn't need it to fight. Ooh, let's get your battle abilities. Oh my god, this music is incredible. This fight's really good. They're really doing the whole medieval stuff. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Summoning a dragon. Ooh, blocking it. Come back. Killed it. Oh, that spell is gonna come in that stops all magic. How is Chosen Dad's gonna come back from this? Oh my god, the scenery is amazing. Up, here's the holies. Up, there's the great sword. Oh, Daybreaker that can kill undeads. Let's do this. Alright, let's do this, baby. Yeah. This is freaking awesome. Yo, this is awesome. This freaking Death Battle is awesome. Yo, who did this one and did a great job. Up, here comes the canceling out spell. You can't use his spell. Ooh, you can't use his spells. He's gotta use his skills. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's got him. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. The Dovahkiin's coming back. Oh. Oh God, what's happening? Who's taking it? Udar!
cost
He
of
got
the
it!
world.
Yes!
Our
He got it!
Lord
Did he win?
returns.
Sky Dover King win? Dragonborn win? I think he would. Nope! He did
Oh
it!
my god, this boss is bullshit!
Yep.
This debate
You
was
win.
fascinating.
This
The
one
Dragonborn
was
had a wider
close.
variety of training, better access to
Yep.
summons, and magic that passively regenerated, as opposed to the
He's got the
chosen
generating
undead's
magic,
limited
but he's
pool of
got
magic.
that
Vow of Silence
take.
was a slick
Yeah,
counter to the
know that.
Dragonborn's magic
I think it
itself,
cancels out the
but it
magic.
wouldn't last forever.
The Dragonborn was
Yeah,
significantly
the
faster,
stouts.
too. The chosen undead could dodge beams of light, sure, but Oriel's bow could
Yeah.
fire arrows that move at
Yes.
least 250 times that.
But none of that mattered if the chosen undead couldn't stay dead.
You'd think the Dragonborn's anti-undead weaponry like Dawnbreaker would be an easy solution.
Yeah.
But the undead of Dark Souls aren't
He said-
really the same as Draugr from Skyrim.
Skyrim undead are more
Ooh,
like
yeah.
those classic reanimated skeletons. But remember the conspiracy. Humans in Dark Souls are naturally immortal. They're not actually undead.
Soul
Which
Tear
is
wouldn't have
fucked
been much
up.
use either, considering humans in Dark Souls can have their souls removed without dying.
So why did
Yep.
the chosen undead just keep
Did.
coming back until they eventually won? Like with any
Yeah,
Dark
when
Souls
the
boss.
bonfire.
Word, power. The Dragonborn had way
Ah.
more and greater feats of raw power
Yep.
than the chosen undead.
God, this
Oh,
music
yeah.
is
Like
amazing.
summoning country-spanning storms with a single
Yep.
shout. Or
And
defeating Mirak, who
causing
split a
planets
There's
to.
also the lore. Both characters are essentially mythological demigods in the same kind of vein as
Yep.
Hercules or Sun Wukong. Gameplay alone won't give you the best idea of their full power as characters.
So let's get an idea of their max potential from the lore.
Yeah.
The chosen undead
The lore
sustaining
is
the first
for
flame with their
these
soul
are
was
crazy.
insanely impressive. Considering the first flame is responsible for the core concepts of the universe, like energy and time, it's not a stretch to say it affects not just the planet they live on, but the whole universe.
But that's
Their
nothing
universe
compared to the
level.
power
I did not
levels
know
in the
they were
Elder
this. I thought they were
Let's
country
compare the
level at
first flame
minimum.
to Alduin. Both literally run on the power of souls, and both can be directly scaled to our combatants.
Alduin had strength to consume the universe, not just nerds,
Good
but the
God.
Kalpa as well.
You know those planets you see in the sky? According to cosmology, those are actually separate, infinitely big planes of reality. Alduin was going to eat
What?
infinity. Multiple infinities.
In comparison, the first flame is powerful enough
What?
to sustain the universe and the flow of time. But it can't be infinite, otherwise it never would have faded to begin with.
And that meant the chosen undead just wasn't powerful enough no matter how many times they revived. With that much of a difference in power, the chosen undead would eventually lose their will to fight and go hollow. It's not traditional, but it is a form of death in Dark Souls. The chosen undead was surely
Jesus.
tenacity personified, but still wasn't enough to stand up to the Dragonborn's incredible skill, broken arsenal, and overwhelming power.
The chosen
Yeah, I
undead
didn't fit.
could only
Yep.
last
It's
so
like I was
long
right.
before
The
they
scaling, the
flamed
stats
out.
of the
The winner
Dragonborn was
is
gonna
the Dragonborn.
give him the victory. So that was right. I'm not the one.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We have a new DeathBattle
When-
releasing every 2 weeks
Yeah.
this year. And
I
click the join button to
I
get
was
new perks and
hope I
extra
was
content.
rooting
Planet level
for
members even
Chosen
see
Undead,
death
but
battles before
yeah,
anyone
Dragonborn.
else, so don't miss out.
All right, let's see who's the next death battle. Next time, Killua anime. I don't know this other combatant. Probably from another anime I've seen. Misaka. Killua versus Misaka. I don't know much about Misaka, but I do know Killua from Hunter x Hunter. Looks like it's a anime that I might have to get into, depending on how Death Battle presents it, which is interesting. It's an unknown anime character. We'll have to see it. But talking about this Death Battle, yeah, I suspected that Dragonborn might have the victory here. Now it was very close though, and with the taking away magic abilities, I thought that was gonna hurt the Dragonborn, give him the opening. But I felt like the stats of planet level shouts would give him the victory, and the fact that they're both dimensional warping beings, I did not know that. And when they went to dimensions and infinite universes and stuff like that, I was just like, I did not know that all these stats even existed in these freaking universes. They're up here fighting with freaking Hercules and Sun Wukongs and possibly DC and Marvel characters. Good God. I did not know that. Anyway, but yeah, Dovey King won, and it was a very good death battle. The music in here was absolutely godlike. Great medieval music, and it was just beautiful, and I loved it. Very good job, Death Battle, for this one. Now, I will be making a video for the Kyo versus Misaka one. It should be a very interesting death battle to see how it is. And yeah, really enjoy. Yeah, I really enjoyed this one. The battle itself was great. 3D animation looked good. It was a little bit slower and more stiffer because of the action for it, and they had a lot of references in there too. But for the most part, the movements were really good and really solid. Overall, I give this a very good death battle. Get my round of applause, and can't wait to see you guys next time in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and care. Subscribe to the FONZ4 channel for the next Death Battle videos, wrestling channel, video game channels, and I'll see you guys in the next videos. Please.